Hey, check that. Street.
Now here's the former Panther. Had some great years with him. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. But you look at this defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack, but they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
And third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
On first down, Dillon. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Pete Werner came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on here, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms. They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter, already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Taking it about the 36. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rally to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Dillon. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taking it about the 16. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. This is McCaffrey on the give. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's 3rd and 7. They'll drop to throw. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners add 6 to their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Now a 2nd and 10. Sanders toss left side. There he goes left side. He stiff arms him and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Whether it's the toss or the pitch, you get him the ball outside the tackles on the edge. He's a tough man to bring down.
He certainly is, and it makes people wonder on the other side of the ball. Do I really want to deal with him when he gets a full head of steam? At the same time, he's also congratulating his tackle, tight end, wide receiver on that side. They gave him access to the corner and allowed him to build up that head of steam.
Right back to Sanders on first down. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 40 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On 1st and 10, Dillon. And that's incomplete. The Panthers at 7-5 now in the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Throwing on first down, Dillon. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Looking to throw. Dillon. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Jelani Woods His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are back within a score. Now the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. 2nd and 3. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Go! Cowboy 80!
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
Ready.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
19, Tiger, 19.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wagner. Touchdown! From 21 yards away. And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Moody good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17, Panthers 7. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Throwing to start the drive. Dillon. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Come on.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Ready. Hawk 70.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. An extra point try now for Moody. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Niners 24, Panthers 7. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dillon. His throw incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
To throw on 3rd down. Dillon able to find the open man. That's complete. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. In motion left, Godwin. On on first down. Dillon. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's man. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become... This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
First throw now for the backup Tua Tagovailoa. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to him.
To a hit, and the ball is out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. No sign of Tua departing. 4th down, they're going for it. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Powerful running. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Ready?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Ready.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And it coughed it up. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Back to throw. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goal. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as the tackle made right at the 30-yard line. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Go, Reed, go. Let's go.
On second down, McCaffrey. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Final minute now of the third quarter. On first down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. George Kittle with career touchdown number 70. And the 49ers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Carolina. Now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. The two are going to try and throw for it. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. And the 49ers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Really an excellent run. Sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on.
The Niners on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Ready. Check, Bobcat.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Let's go now.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete on a deep ball. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. He's still on his feet. And down to the 29-yard line. Man, 188 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They had him bottled up, able to make a man miss, and then boom, off to the races.
And it's how he made him miss. A little bit of strength, too. Had to work through contact to get him off of him. And then once he did that, now he put his agility to use and took off.
A short throw to Ingram. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got
to a hit and the ball is out. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Here's Tua. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete as well.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay. And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Wagner. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
Here we go, here we go. Cavity Lions. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Ready.
They'll look to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Back to throw again. That is caught, and they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. He finds his man, complete. That's Wagner. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Come on. Set.
He'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Now Moody for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
41, Panthers 22. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
All right, come on.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Tua sets up to pass it. Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line.
Solo left Zion.
On first down, Tagovailoa. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Niners, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on